Welcome to another episode of Chart Study. In today's study, we are going to look at the chart of Kajaria Ceramics. The main objective of this video is to share on how I look at my charts. Also, please note that this is not a recommendation to buy or sell. One more thing to note is that my study is basically focused on swing and positional trades, but many of these observations or study points would also be applicable to trading on other time frames. So in the Kajaria Ceramics stock, we can see a recovery, a small consolidation, and it is gearing up to move to markup phase or stage 2. Let us now move to the chart of Kajaria Ceramics. The first thing I look at the chart is the structure. I would rather trade with on stocks which have a more trendy nature rather than those which tend to move sideways. For example, if we look at the stock of Strema Technologies, you can see the current conditions are quite positive. You can see the relative strength, money flow, buying pressure, all are positive. It has just moved above the short-term moving averages, and the volume is also coming in. So it looks quite positive here. But if I move on the left-hand side, you can see the stock has been moving sideways for more than 2 years now, and the movement is within a range of 200 points. So your trade opportunities exist on either boundaries of the range. And if you are a long only trader, the opportunities exist only on the lower boundary. I would rather avoid such stocks and trade on stocks which have more of a trendy nature. And you can see the Kajaria Ceramics, you can see it's going up and then coming down and again trying to move up. So this has more trendy nature. So I would prefer such stocks. So the first thing I look at is the structure of the stock. Now let us look in some more details about the structure. As you can see, the chart or the stock was moving up here, then it reached a peak here. From the peak, you can see a massive downturn here of almost 50%. The clear markdown phase or stage 4 for the stock, where the stock is rapidly pushed down here, continuously it is pushed down. And at this juncture, you can see it is forming a bottom. And that is clearly indicated by the huge volumes here. This is where the accumulation is happening. You can see the huge volume and there's hardly any movement in the prices. It is more of stable here. It is not dropping down or it's not even moving up. So it's clearly a lot of accumulation happening here. Let me go a little deeper into the chart. You can see here hardly any movement here, but huge volumes happening here. So clearly the accumulation is happening at this stage itself. So most of the bottoms are clearly marked by huge volume. So it is a one clear indication where bottom is being formed. After the bottom is formed, you can see the stock is being pushed up here on high volume effort to move bars. Let me zoom into the stock a little more for clarity. You can see here You can see here a high volume up bar here, effort to move up bar, again an effort to move up bar here, but clearly it is being met with strong supply, so you can have a effort to move up failed. Again, it's a push upwards, again it fails because of supply. There again a high volume here, effort to move up bar, which again fails here. So obviously there's a lot of supply left here. So that is why you can see, as a consequence, you can see a clear accumulation range happening here. So we have a clear accumulation range happening here because of the existence of lot of supply that has to be absorbed. So here we have a typical low volume accumulation happening here. At this juncture, you can see the high volume, it was absorption of the frenzy selling. But here it is a slow accumulation, or slowly the supply is being removed. So you can see a sideways movement here. And you can see here, once the supply is presumably absorbed, there's an effort to move up bar going above the range of the accumulation. Then there's a retest here. Again, you can see a retest of the uh, or the accumulation range. And after that, you can see a huge volume up bar again pushing up the stock. Now let me move a little more deeper here. So clearly this is a break of structure here. You can see higher high, higher low, and then it breaks above the previous high, which is the break of structure, and then it is moving up here. Now let me add some of my favorite indicators. The price wave, the RS, and another indicator called the price action momentum, you can see here. So you can see clearly the relative strength is positive here. It is just about dip below and then again become positive. You can see the buy waves are strong here. The sell waves, you can see the accumulation time, you can see there's no buying or selling, which is dominating here. It is very low here, and then you can see a good buy wave and followed by another good buy wave and a smaller sell wave here. Obviously the buy sentiment is coming back here, and the price action momentum, you can see it is it shows how the price action is positive or negative. We can see this indicator provides that information. It is again turned positive, as you can see. When the stock was moving up, the price action momentum is always positive, and then again here it is becoming positive here. And you can see the money flow is positive here. The buying pressure is again positive. The volume adjusted momentum, all that all becoming positive here. So obviously the stock is ready to move up further into the stage 2 here for the next cycle. The last bar here, you can see it is a very narrow range bar. It's an up bar, of course, but it's a very narrow range bar. And the volume is also very, very low here. You can see here. So there seems to be a pause on here for further up move. So we need to see a good bar above this level in order to confirm the up move and enter here above the high of this small bar. Here it is about 1150 is a level above which one could make an entry here. Now let's dive a little deeper to understand what is happening in the last narrow bar here. So I'll go into the 1 hour time frame here. You can see here the 1 hour time frame. In the 1 hour time frame, you can see that small bar is being indicated here. You can see it is actually a small range here. Some consolidation is happening here. If you look at everything is positive here, all indications are positive here except the money flow and that 1 hour time frame here. So not much money is coming in that day, but some accumulation is happening here. And you can see the last was a good buy wave here. It's more of buying scene here rather than selling. So it's a small consolidation range, maybe a preparation to push the stock up further here. So it is always interesting to dive deeper into the lower time frame to see what is happening, and it provides us much better clues on the entry points here. So like here, where the smaller time frame, I was given a good picture of what happened on the last trading day. It was a small accumulation happening, maybe a preparation for upper move. Of course, on Monday, we have some events coming up, or some events which happen which may affect the market, like the Jane Street, which could have a impact on the market. So one has to be a little careful on this. Again, this is only for your study and knowledge, not any buy or sell calls here. There are few things we learned in this video, which is always look at the structure of the chart. The second is persistent supply could lead to reaccumulation ranges, and it always pays to dive deeper into the lower time frame to get better view, especially on the entry points, etc. I hope you found this video useful, and if you find this video useful, please do press the like button, and thank you very much.